guys, it's your friendly neighborhood soup lady Caroline here. I wanted to show you one of my favorite soups. I do know that I say that every week, so it kind of loses value, but this really is one of my favorite soups. I call it my Baja veggie soup. It's like my black bean soup if it went on vacation, and Baja flavors are kind of like Mexican and Mediterranean flavors intersecting. So I want to show you how I do it. It's super simple. The base of the soup is just an onion, a poblano pepper, and some garlic, a nice spice blend of smoked paprika, some cumin, and then some red pepper flakes, like the kind you sprinkle on pizza, just blitzed really quickly to get some kind of Italian flair. 2 sprigs of basil that I use the leaves and the stems. The stems go in with the onion and the pepper in the beginning, and the leaves get finished at the end. And then we finish it also with some lime juice. But what's also cool, at the end, we stir in some very thinly sliced zucchini, some yellow squash, and a quarter of a small red cabbage that I chop. Those all go in raw. It's pretty cool. All right, so let's get started. Since again, it's the sort of intersection of Mexican and Mediterranean flavor, and it's based off of my black bean soup recipe, a lot of olive oil is required. You'll get over it when you taste them. So tasty. And so we start there, nice and hot, and we add our chopped onion and our chopped poblano pepper that I've removed the seeds and membranes. It's always a good idea to taste it because sometimes you can get a really spicy one and then you just sort of adjust the rest of it. Maybe use less of the pepper flakes or what you don't want to get spiced up. Actually, that comes in a minute. And also the basil stems. So this is just those 2 sprigs of basil that I've removed the leaves and set those aside for later and just slice them. It's a little detail, but it does add flavor, and I don't really like wasting it. And we've got that garlic, 4 cloves. Now we season it with some salt. We're just going to cook this until it's nice and tender. All right, so we've got this onion and pepper and garlic that's nice and tender. We add the spices and our beans. Now all we do is we bring this to a boil. We simmer it until the beans are tender, about an hour, and then you raise the heat to make this gravy of all of the bean starch, and then we'll finish it off with the remaining vegetables and the seasonings. All right, so this has been simmering. It's amazing how much this one changes. This has been simmering, and now you can see what I'm talking about. That gravy and all those spices have blended in. And so, like I said, this is that single yellow squash that I've actually quartered lengthwise and then cut into thin slices. Same with that zucchini. And I've just chopped into about 1/2-inch pieces, just rough chop, doesn't, however it comes out is great. You just go ahead and you dump it all in there. But because you're adding all of these raw veggies that haven't been seasoned, you can just turn off the heat. We want to make sure we add some salt. Sliced basil from the leaves of those 2 sprigs. Really lovely. If it were up to me, I would add so much basil. I love the basil in this recipe. And I add this lime juice, about a 1/4 cup, so a lot. But it's really, really lovely, bright flavor. We just let that stand covered for a few minutes so that those veggies get nice and tender. So this has been resting for a few minutes. I still want them to be crunchy. That's part of the charm and beauty of this recipe. It's a little like having a salad in your soup, but I'm here for it. I love the basil in here. It's always so surprising, and the beans are so creamy. I'm going to make myself a bowl, wishing you were here. but celebrating these recipes here in this space is so important to me. I love to serve it topped with some avocado. Just sort of adds to the creaminess. Yum. So this is my Baja veggie soup. It's on page 39 of my Seconds cookbook. You can find it at booklarder.com, a signed copy no less. And you should follow me here on YouTube and at Instagram at Slurp Soup Club. And I look forward to seeing you around. Thanks for joining.